What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Monty. I'm a content creator, and I just want to talk right quick. I wanted to answer this question. Well, it's not a question, but he had commented something that I wanted to answer and maybe help somebody else that's out there dealing with the same thing. And it's gonna go something like this. If you stuck or feel stuck in a warehouse, I want you to watch this video, bro. I really do. This is coming from somebody that was able to leave and has no meaning to go back. Really, really and truly. And if I do, I don't even want to put that in the air, bro. I'm going to be honest. I'm leaving it at that. I have no means to go back. And I know how it seems like you just clocking in, clocking out, you drained. I know this probably crossed your feed for a reason, and I need you to listen, because I'm about to get you up out of there, brother. Even if you a girl, I'm about to get you out of there, sis. I'm telling you. Now, the first thing I'm going to say, and it's probably going to go over people's head, but you got to get clear on your idea of what you want. You get me? Because a lot of people will stay at a place that it's just like, you don't like it, but you just there because it's comfortable. You get me? I don't want you to be comfortable, because it's nothing wrong with you wanting more. That's what a lot of people get confused, because they'll stay at a place because they feel like this is what I have now, or I don't want to seem ungrateful because it's paying the bills. You're not wrong for wanting more. A lot of y'all got gifts that you can use to make you money, and you don't use them because you stuck here. Now, the first step, like I said, you got to get clear on what it is you want. Let me pick y'all up. What do you want to do instead? That's what you got to ask yourself. What is it that you want to do instead? Is it is it a trade? What is it? You have to get clear on that. Is it something creative like this? Is it you helping people? What is it? You got to get clear on that right there. That's what you got to get clear on. Anything but this. That's what most people do. Don't just say that, okay? Don't just say that. That's not enough. I need you to really sit down and figure out the things that you like to do. Free game. If it's, let's say, okay, YouTube, just for example. Something that I did, I went to school for music and audio production with film. Thus how I'm holding a camera in my hand. I should have known my calling, right? I used my schooling with music and created a digital platform that I sell digital music on. Beats, music. Now I do YouTube, so I do vlogs and help people. This is a digital content thing, they got degrees out here for that. You can get a certificate to go to be because I was looking into it myself, to be a social media marketer for companies. I don't know if that's something that interests people, but if you consume YouTube all the time, I think you might want to consider that. Get specific. Write down a list of 10 things that you like to do. You don't need to have all the answers right now. You do need a target. And that was something that I didn't have. I had my hands in so much stuff, but I had to break it down to a couple things. Once I did that, that was the first thing I did. That way you're not spending your life here, and you got to picture yourself of what your life would look like. Do you see your life in 5 years still being here? 9 times out of 10 it's not, because that's why you're watching this vid, right? So you need to start an exit plan. All right, that's the first thing you got to do. Number 2, you got to audit your time, bro. We waste so much time. I talk about this a lot. What are you doing in your free time? Are you gaming? You watching movies? Binge watching movies probably. Oh, you probably like a Netflix subscription type of person. So you binge watching TV shows, huh? You got to look back at what you spending your time on, bro. That's just what it is. Like, look back at what you're spending your time on and go from there. Because if you go home and do all that, you're feeding the trap. You feeding into it. You feeding into you still being here. It's almost like, I like metaphors. It's almost like you building a brick prison. Then you stuck. You just built this prison because you feeding your time into other things that don't have anything that build your life that you want. Really, just a waste of time. You need to leverage your time. Put it towards something like, I don't know, networking, building skills that can get you paid on the internet. Build a skill that can get you paid as a career. That's what we got to focus on. When you figure that out, you won't feel like you keep getting stuck, quote unquote. You know, because I used to say that. I feel stuck. You're not stuck. You're not. You just got to figure out a game plan for yourself, an exit plan to get up out of here. And put another comment up here, Money, if I find it. But I had the old head tell me on one of my vids, and hopefully I can find it. But he was just saying, basically what I was saying too, use the time that you have to, use as stepping stones, man. Like, I know for a warehouse job, it's like, it's just bottom of the barrel mentality in there. And when you a person that doesn't have that mentality, it start to weigh on you, bro. Like, and the people in there can see that on you too. It's like a light. It's almost like working in a warehouse is like a dark place. And then when you got a different mindset or you bring something else to the table that people aren't used to, you that light. You that light to the darkness. And I don't know why that car's just sitting there. I think they went to sleep for a second. But you that light to the darkness, you know? So I understand fully. Hold on, I gotta find this place, y'all. Give me a sec. Let's talk money. You know, let's talk bands. Let's talk $100 bills. I'm not telling nobody that you have to leave your job. Like, a lot of people don't. A lot of people get my words mixed up of what I'm saying. And you know, I'm not saying that you got to leave your job out of frustration or nothing like that. You got to just transition, brother. That's what it's about. And that's what it's, when you using this job as a stepping stone, that's how you transition into what you building. You're not wasting your time, all your free time doing BS that's not helping anything. Use your time to build on something like a skill that can pay you, okay? Now, that could be, I don't know. For me, that skill for you, bro, could be coding. I don't know. That skill for you could be freaking trucking for all I know, bro. Like, you just got to find it. Like, real estate, I don't know. I even thought about that too, just because I want to do like property management and stuff like that. You know, you gotta find it. And that's what I'm saying. You gotta sit down with yourself for real and really, really study and figure out what it is that you want. How the world works. The world works like this. If you can give value, like for me, my value is through content, right? If you can get value to somebody, they pay. You know, like, you need to learn how to bring more value to the table. You'll never be stuck again. The more value you can bring to somebody's life, you'll never be stuck again. Just look at doctors. How much value do they have? You got to go through them to get prescriptions. You got to go through them when you're sick. You got to go through them for just about everything health-wise, right? Because at the end of the day, you're what? Human. They give value. You know, you just got to find a skill that works for you and get paid, bro. Like sales, stuff like that. I'm just spitting out like different skills that I've seen and I've even looked into for myself. Do you get me? You just got to pick one. Like, I'm not telling nobody what to do, but I'm just giving you, like, you know, these are some things you can do. I'm not forcing nobody's hand or nothing like that. But when you study it, whatever one you go into, I need you to study that mug like your life depend on it, because it does. Okay? Like, real talk, it does. I had to pull over because this is something that, you know, was a struggle for me last year. And another thing, I hope no one has any debt. You know what I'm saying? Because debt is another, that was like my biggest enemy right there. And things didn't get better until I got out of it. I'm just being real. Some of y'all are waiting to go back to school. You are probably a really big procrastinator, I'm assuming, right? And I want you to listen good. You don't need a degree. A lot of people get that confused. You don't need a degree to level up. I don't know where that's written at, but you need information and an execution. I know that. I know that much. There are plenty online courses you could take. There are plenty schools that trade you can get into, plenty certificates you can get, plenty mentors out here. It's just about you wanting to look up the information, bro. Not everybody's just gonna give it to you in a handout. It's just not how it works. You gotta do the research. Do the research, look everything up, and go from there. YouTube will give you free game all the time. I mean to tell you, like, even when it came to me editing, I didn't know how to edit. I just looked up a YouTube video and what I typed in was, how can I become an expert at editing? That's what I typed in and went from there. And I just took little pieces that, you know, kind of fitted my style in a sense, you know, and I went from there. YouTube is like a free school. If you really don't want to pay or go into debt, go to YouTube. Hell, I think about me going to school for audio production. I could have learned half the stuff I learned in school. I could have learned off YouTube. No faking. The internet can teach you just about everything. And if you stay locked in for like 6 months, I guarantee you're gonna see a change. I guarantee you. Stop thinking you need 4 years of schooling and all of this to elevate. You don't need 50,000 in debt. You know, what you need is urgency and discipline. That's what you need. That's what you need. I'm trying to tell you, this is how I did it. I worked my job and then I worked my escape route. Both at the same time. Both at the same time. I didn't quit. I didn't quit prematurely. You know what I'm saying? I planned my exit. That's what I was doing. So during the day, I was working. I did what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? But at night, when you was probably sleeping drained, I did what I was called to do. I did what I was called to do. Because I see a lot of videos of people complaining with no game plan on how they gonna get out. None. You know? And was it exhausting? Yes. Did I think I was gonna make it through? No. But I did. Right? And that temporary pain you dealing with right now is worth the permanent freedom. I don't give a damn what nobody say. I built that tired. I built it frustrated, exhausted, of the whole nine. What I was building paid off. That could be you too. See, like I said yesterday, it's about who really want it. It's about who really want it. Bunk all that talking about it. I need to see some work. And that's what people want to see too. That's the only way you're going to get up out of there. All right? Save money like you planning to break out of prison. That's what this job need to be. That's what the motivation need to be for you. You want out, stack that pay. You want out, because this is what it got me. Don't get me wrong. Money brought a lot of, it fixed a lot of problems, but it didn't solve everything. Let me say that. Money fixed a lot of problems, but it didn't fix everything. It low-key created a couple new ones, but nonetheless, we ain't talk about that. Every dollar saved is a step closer to where you want to go. Because anybody can make this money. Seriously. Anybody can make this money. That's not what it is. Anybody can make this, bro. Anybody. Anybody. But it's about who gonna cut out the unnecessary spending. It's about who gonna do the stop buying unnecessary crap. It's about the person who's gonna stop buying distractions like fun. You can have fun later. The fun's still gonna be there. You know it ain't your time. Life gonna keep moving. That fun gonna be there. That club gonna be there. That party gonna be there. Them vacations gonna be there. All of that's gonna be there. Why not grind right now for the life that you really want? You know? Stack enough, okay? That when opportunity knock, you can press the button. You ready to walk out the door. I'll tell y'all about my situation. My whole plan, I kid you not, and I think I made a video about it. My plan was to leave at the end of January. That was my plan from the jump. I was gonna do the right thing, finish out, because I was leaving regardless. Did I want to get fired from my last job? No. But I already seen it coming, so I was preparing for it. I had money saved up, so I was good. But the situation, how it played out, that's what pissed me off. You know, all good. It's water under the bridge now, you know. But my plan was to leave at the end of January because I knew that I wanted to move. I wanted to do all of these things. I wanted to do YouTube full time. It was just, I had a whole plan set up. Right? My other thing with that, to go along with you stacking this money, you need to start applying for the jobs that you want. That's what I did too. Apply now, not later. Don't apply later. Some of you are waiting to feel ready. I hate that for you. I'm gonna tell you, all of that shit is a myth. That's a myth. You got to start applying now, even if you feel like you're not fully qualified for the position right now. You might not have a certificate. You might not have, you know, the I don't know, you know, the qualifications they would say. As of right now, still apply. Apply to the gig. DM people. You know, if content is something that you want to do and you want to collab with people, you gotta network. Because, like I said, finding a job, all of this stuff is internal. When you understand that, people are networking to get jobs. You do understand that, right? So with that being said, you need to take that into consideration and do it yourself too, right? You need to be building something on the side as well. There is nothing wrong with having multiple streams of income. That's the point of this. If you want true freedom, you need to have multiple streams of income. Maybe you don't want another job. Maybe you want freedom. Cool. Build something. Build something on the side. Start the business. Make content. You know, sell a service. Use your hands. Do something. That's why I told you in the beginning to find something that you like doing. Find something that you are good at and double down. That's it. Use your voice. Hell, I use my voice just, you know, talking about motivation and uplifting people just off of my situation, and that did numbers for me. That could be you too. You know, like, I'm no different. I just made a choice to do something. You're making a choice not to. I don't know. All this consuming of social media and the internet, why don't you start producing? Doing a lot of consuming, not enough producing. That's how I'm gonna put it. A lot of consuming, not enough producing. There's something in you that you've been sleeping on. I need you to wake him up. Wake her up. For real. It won't be perfect at first. Nothing is perfect. Shit, y'all can go to old videos. My first couple videos was dog water. Okay? They was. But you gotta start. You gotta start before you're ready. You have time. Use it. The other thing I had to do is you're gonna have to leave people behind, man. Like, and I know that's gonna hurt, but yo, as you elevating, a lot of these same people that you around right now, they're probably not gonna elevate with you. And that might be a hard pill to swallow, but brother, it's gotta happen. That's life. Life goes on, and you gotta elevate. You can't keep sitting in the same situation and then expecting new results. You feel me? Like, it just don't work like that. You gotta change your environment. That's what it is. Like, do you even see your future self around these type of people that you're around right now? I need you to take a moment for yourself, really and truly. Really and truly, and really sit down and ask the question. Real talk. I had to come out here and really talk to y'all, because I don't think people was understanding what's going on. We out here right now, you know? So, what is it? So you can't become your future self being around people that are addicted to your past version of yourself. You hear me? That's what it is. And if everybody around you is just getting high, complaining, partying, drinking, doing all this that ain't serving you nothing but messing up your health, really, clowning, you in the wrong room. You in the wrong room. You need to get in a better one. Trying to level up, Find new circles. Online if you have to. Create a community. In my opinion, I think you should sacrifice comfort for right now. And the reason why I'm saying this is you're gonna miss out on a lot. You're gonna miss out on the fun. You're gonna miss out on a lot. I'm telling you, you're gonna miss out. But I'd rather you do that and lock in with the better version of yourself that you want to get to than spend your days at this place. You don't want to be 40 years old still clocking in that job you hate, wondering why you didn't go harder at 25, 21, 23, or saying like you said, back here again.